No, that's gasoline.
Stunning video here shows a woman appearing to pour gasoline on the childhood home of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in Atlanta. She was stopped by Good Samaritans, which included a pair of retired New York City police officers. They just happened to be at the right place at the right time and save an historic landmark in the process. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pulliam with the story.
It's the moment you just have to see to believe.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, that's gasoline.
On Thursday, a tourist from Utah capturing this random woman throwing gasoline on the birth home of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in Atlanta. But her alleged plan to light it up was doused thanks to these retired NYPD cops who are also brothers.
And by blessing, we just happened to be there.
Kenny and Axel Dotson were in town visiting the historic landmark when they saw the commotion and smelled the gas.
No, that's gasoline.
The woman took off, their police training kicked in.
And then that's when my brother Axel looked over at me and he goes, "Oh, you think we should get her?"
No, I said, we got to get her.
Yeah. So I said, I'm not running after her. I'm too old for that now. Yeah.
The brothers drove instead.
She turns around and she pretty much knew she was got. And, you know, she didn't really put up much of a fight.
The Dotsons holding the woman down until Atlanta police arrived, taking the woman into custody. This angle shows one brother giving police her alleged lighter to set the home ablaze. The King Center, a nonprofit dedicated to preserving King's legacy, thanking the Dotson brothers for their brave intervention.
I just hope whatever the situation with the young lady is, you know, gets taken care of, and, you know,
we heard that she's
that she's a veteran, and, you know, mental issues, you know, and of course it doesn't excuse what she did, but, you know, there's some stuff going on there.
Police say the woman is now charged with second-degree attempted arson and interference with government property. Dr. King's home was built in 1895 and is now a museum. Tim Pulliam, ABC 7.
So here's what we had a hard time finding about her. Okay, woman 26 who tried to burn down Martin Luther King's childhood Atlanta home is identified as decorated Navy veteran Lanisha Henderson, who received medals for good conduct. Why would a Navy veteran be doing this? A female military veteran who tried to burn down Martin Luther King's childhood home by pouring gasoline over the front porch has been identified. Lanisha Henderson, 26, has been pictured for the first time since she was prevented from torching a historic building by tourists visiting the landmark. The decorated Navy veteran from Brandon, Florida, has been charged with attempted arson and interfering with government property over the incident following her arrest Thursday. She was also seen trying to yank the screen door off the front of the property, which was built in 1895 and was MLK Jr.'s home until he was 12. She was prevented from setting the Atlanta home ablaze by bystanders who saw her dousing the property's windows in gasoline. Who knows what happened to her, man? Who knows what she dealt with or what she found out about Martin Luther King? A lot of, you know, there are Black people who have found out the truth about Martin Luther King, and that he wasn't who he claimed to be, that he wasn't this freedom fighter, he was really just a puppet, just like Barack Obama. Martin Luther King was really Barack Obama before there was even Barack Obama. You could do the research for yourself, and you will see that Martin Luther King was not who he claimed to be. And he basically ruined life for Black people in America than he did help them. Henderson's Facebook page states she is from Atlanta and lives in Tallahassee, Florida. The Alfalfa High School graduate enlisted in the Navy for 4 years and was given medals for good conduct, according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Passing tourists intervened once they saw Henderson try to ignite a lighter on the lawn, with 2 visiting cops from New York ultimately restraining her. Eyewitness Zav Kempf, 43, who was visiting the federal landmark from Salt Lake City, was among those who stepped in. Kemp said the woman had a nervous energy about her, adding, but she wasn't aggressive. He added, obviously, the house is so important, and I'm really glad nothing happened to it, but I feel like now I'm mostly just concerned for her well-being. The woman is then said to have relented in her attempts to burn the home and started walking away. The off-duty officers restrained her, with another part of the video shared showing the woman with a knee on her back. Atlanta Police Chief Darren Schellenberg said the Good Samaritans had helped save an important part of America's history tonight. Shortly after her arrest, the woman's father and sisters arrived at the scene. They said that they had been trying to track her down because they were worried about her and found her through a tracking app on her phone. Henderson's dad told WSB-D that she had been missing for 2 days and was mentally distressed. The home is located in Atlanta's historic Sweet Auburn section and is undergoing renovations and is closed to the public until 2025. Atlanta Fire Department Battalion Chief Jerry DeBerry echoed the police chief's words, saying that if the witnesses any longer, the home could have been lost forever. Could have been a matter of seconds before the house was engulfed in flames, DeBerry said. Tonight, an unfortunate incident occurred at the birth home of Dr. Martin Luther King. As an individual attempted to set fire to this historic property. Fortunately, this attempt was unsuccessful thanks to the brave intentions of Good Samaritans and the quick response of law enforcement. The King Center said in a statement, "We thank the Atlanta Police Department, Atlanta Fire Department, the National Park Service, and the Mayor, Andre Dickens, who are leading the efforts to ensure the safety of our cherished national landmark and its adjacent neighbors. Our prayers are with the individual who allegedly committed this criminal act." The press release continued. The Congress declared the home a National Historic Site in 1980, and the National Park Service began offering tours. Judy Forte, the superintendent of Martin Luther King Jr. National Historic Park, said the organization is looking at an increased security measures following the incident. Well, that is it. Okay. I hope she gets the mental health care that she needs. Like I said, we don't know what she suffered in that military. In the Navy, there's all types of abuse that goes on. All right. But tell me what you think about this story. Let me know in the comments. Anything you want to know about this channel is in the description box. Like, share, comment, and subscribe later.